me. I had enough of the world, always dragging me to this, to that, so I'm escaping. What if life is about to run, or am I falling short of who I should become? Where have I fallen?
Hey everybody. So Daganronpa. It's a video game. We're gonna play it. This game belongs to user Fames. Would you like to request access to Fames? Alright, let me do this real quick. Fames denied me. Gotta log out of the Jaw account. For some reason, every now and then, family sharing just likes to go. Authorize. Log out. And I don't want it to finish Steam Cloud Sync. But of course, it never lets me just log out anyway. The exit now button never works, so you always have to go to task manager. you hear me? And I'm logged back. I know. So if Heg ever saw the statue. The most prestigious award in all of streaming. The trophy coveted by all. The governing body of Steam Night Trophy Awards. Alright, let's try this again.
Daganronpa.
I just felt like watching that again. It's a pretty good intro.
Daganronpa.
Danganronpa. Okay, where did we leave off? We were kind of exploring this room. You think you'd be sick of it now, because I deliver lots of deaths. I don't know. Remember that if we had a specific agenda planned, we'll talk to Sayaka. Oh, okay. Dining. Good. That tells us what to do.
What's your problem?
Okay, that was a little creepy. What are you talking about? We saw the ending of a game literally last week.
But more important.
Yeah, you still saw the ending. I didn't say I was going to give you 100% of all this dumb achievements. That was never in the docket.
What?
Listen to me! Quiet down and listen!
I didn't know that was going to start the meeting. Dang it, I wanted to make everyone hop. I'm going to be a bad detective. I'm going to get the bad detective achievement. She's getting creepier by the minute. And she's doing the finger.
I mean, seriously?
But more important. Seriously? Hey!
Are you okay with this?
Huh?
Do you understand?
Stop it! What the hell is this?
What? What? Piece of shit!
What the heck?
Totally weird and messed up.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, where they don't read anything. They don't. It's not really even a voiceover. We can't call that a voiceover. It's just text with some little sound clips played over them.
Got it!
You know?
Huh?
Huh?
But...
Hey, hold on.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah!
Yeah. So I could be one of these voice actors. There's nothing to it.
'Cause, I mean... What's this?
Bastard!
You guys.
What the hell?
You know?
Come on.
You're fucking dead.
Huh?
Mr. Serial Killer Psycho Freak Bastard, huh? That's a pretty long name. German, maybe?
Hey, come on. You son of a bitch!
Hmm. I got it! In other words... Shing!
Stop fucking around.
Hey,
You son of a bitch!
Ooh, how exciting! Hello.
Correct. You.
Despair. That's all. Well now. Hmm.
Is that right?
However,
That's true. Hell yeah! Yo,
Rule?
Jesus Christ. Piece of shit! Stop fucking around. Hell yeah!
Hey,
Yo,
It is really terrible hair. Secret beauty. What exactly did he want me to check out, even? He just made a big deal about me checking out something. It reminds me like of like a weird anime interpretation of like a 1950s greaser. I'm totally gonna watch One Piece. Head can't stop me. Cupcake door. Somewhere specific. Classroom. I don't need to go in there. This room has a barrel. Maybe this room. It's got a cassette tape. Seems like a good room to watch a videotape or video on. A bunch of DVDs.
Hold on a second. You getting picked to attend Hope's Peak Academy is like a dream come true. Make sure you do your best.
I'm so proud of you, son. But remember, don't push yourself too hard.
Are you really watching this, Makoto? Good luck, okay?
Uh-oh. They've ruined the couch!
Makoto Naegi accepted into Hope's Peak Academy, and his family, who supported such a lucky boy. But it seems like something's happened to this family's well-being. Oh boy, this is bad. What could have possibly happened to this family's well-being?
Is it, like... What does this mean? What the?
Huh?
Hey,
Hold on.
I can't take it anymore. She's gonna lose it.
I see.
Yes, indeed. Hmm? Do you understand?
Huh? Hey.
So then. What's your problem?
Stop it.
That's enough.
What?
I hope you are well.
What the heck?
What should I do?
So it would seem. Yes, indeed.
I'm sorry. Damn.
Well,
I saw. Aren't there more people than this? Where'd the other people go? They left.
You... What the hell?
Really short, or is she really tall?
Huh? Is that okay?
What? Shit. Stop fucking around.
Cupcake room. I already talked to you. Go away. A secret project.
But more important. Why is your hair sticking straight up? That's a crazy cow leg. Cause, I mean...
You. You okay?
Why? Why? Huh?
Sayaka?
So she headbutt him.
Please, help me.
She's making her attack. She's got her fist balled up.
Why? Why is this happening to me?
First
To
murder of
kill
the game.
Or be killed? I just can't take this anymore.
Sayaka.
Makoto. Makoto. No matter what happens,
Makoto!
always. Makoto. Because I'm your assistant.
Oh, that was a creepy transition.
Hey! Hey!
Come on!
Yes.
Just a minute.
Good work!
Hey!
Your speed, agility, alertness, passion, boldness, and sense of despair and antagonization, it's all lacking!
Um. Uh, um. Sorry.
Good plan.
Sorry. It was so strange. Makoto. I was so scared. Makoto.
Makoto!
I mean,
They can't get in, it's locked, right? That was the whole deal, that they're safe when they're in their own rooms.
but huh?
Ding dong ding bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bug bite.
Like I said, I'm psychic. Okay. Hey,
Imagine you're all in a big spaceship in the middle of an intergalactic adventure. You've heard of Noah's Ark, right? We're sort of like that. We've set sail and left Earth behind. Here you don't have to worry about crazy neighbors, corrupt cops, drunk drivers, or pyromaniacs. You don't have to worry about the ozone layer or asthma-inducing air pollution. And of course, you don't have to stress about studying for finals or practicing for the big game. But even our divine world of freedom has a few rules. After all, freedom can only exist because of the rules. If you're really dead set on returning to that tiny piece of dog poop you call Earth, please do your best to follow the rules. I hope I've made myself perfectly clear.
So then, let's everyone do our best to follow these new guidelines and live happily ever after together!
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
Okay. Great.
Hey, Makoto.
Yo,
Sorry. Ah, well, hello.
Indeed.
My bad, my bad.
What's your problem?
yo.
Ah.
What?
Yo.
However,
Uh-oh. More importantly, where's Sayaka? Does she have pink blood? It wasn't me!
Daganronpa.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well,
Um.
I didn't think the first person to die would be Sayaka. I thought they were kind of investing in that character quite a bit to
Just give up.
kill her off.
What? What?
Calm down. So... Correct.
Wrong. Hey, listen up.
Well, wouldn't they know who the killer is by who leaves the school?
But...
Come on. Wah-wah?
Wah-wah?
Yoo-hoo! Well,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
wrong.
Did he say how long you have to avoid it?
What is...
Someone killed someone?
Just hold on.
Stop talking.
Huh?
Come on.
Pooh.
What?
Hey, come on now. Now then.
I guess they're explaining exactly what I was asking.
Then perhaps...
In other words, Yahoo! During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the Blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Well...
What?
What?
Execution is execution.
Oh, okay.
Execution! Electric chair! Bzz, bzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane! Well done! Uh-huh. Hey!
hell are you talking about?
Huh?
What the?
What's this?
Stop it!
What?
The hell are you Shut the hell up!
I don't believe it!
Stop it!
Shing!
As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle.
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you?
Huh?
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear!
This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
No way!
Well now. Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Not necessarily, she still could have been the killer.
Hey,
Why? I knew it.
Say what? Damn it! Well now. Ta-da! It's the Monokuma file!
So then, correct.
Well?
Hey,
What?
in other words,
What the heck? That's terrible!
just a second.
Of course.
What the heck?
We just have to. I don't really have a prime suspect yet. Maybe once I look at the file.
What should I do?
You think that'll change what they say? We can look at it. Where do you find the file? Oh, wait, no. It's on the ground somewhere? I'm not a good detective, I'm just an average, lucky high school boy. Who can't even find a file. On my room computer? Okay. Well, then I'll talk to everybody and then seek out the file later.
Huh? Don't fuck with me.
Hey,
Hey. What?
Stop talking.
So then.
Two-player co-op base defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP.
But
What? Let me out of here!
I guess he's a little slow.
what's your problem?
what the heck? Oh.
What the crap?
Huh?
So she's got the file. They just realized this?
What the heck? So then.
So...
Actually...
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yo. Hey, damn it. You're fucking dead.
So, Anyway... This is very suspicious.
It's a great picture.
So,
Oh, yeah?
Execution is... execution. Electric chair. Bzzz.
The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated... Hey, I was reading that. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. He just said, was stabbed in the abdomen.
Help me!
I didn't know a whole lot of information. We know she was stabbed, we know where, and we know that she also suffered a wrist fracture. Gold coating comes off, so maybe we can see it on somebody's fingers at some point. Who cleans a room with a lint roller?
Yo. What? 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 By the way...
Hey.
By the way... You son of a bitch! Shit. You're fucking dead. Yo.
Gotcha!
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching? Did you lose a contact or something?
Listen. I see. Hey. So... Indeed. I see. Well?
Wait. Huh. Well. Well.
I think I've looked at everything.
Well,
It sounded so loud.
By the way, you son of a bitch! You're fucking... Yo.
I was wondering that too, Shiara. Maybe they were just in there the entire time. I don't know how they got in there, but... What am I missing here? One 1037. That's all for here.
It would seem... Right. So... Well, Makoto. Makoto. What? Correct. That's right. So then... It would seem... So... Just a second. Hmm? I see. Goodbye.
So we need to look at see who opened their tool kit.
Seems like...
Most suspicious.
Most suspicious.
Very strange. Very strange.
Shh, Mel, you're giving away the secrets. We're supposed to pretend we don't know that yet.
Listen to me!
You hear me? Got it!
Forget beam! You silly Nazi. And they probably also have gold on their fingers if they didn't clean up properly.
Mizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then... this ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Sorry, am I going too fast? I could try to slow down. Where is that trash room? No, this is the cupcake room. Come on, people. There's no point in lying about these things.
Monokuma appears! No, you can't go any further! No, you can't go any further! No, you can't go any further!
Shut up!
No, you can't go any further!
Such ignorance.
Here we go.
Very strange. So in So that's it.
Hey, listen! Hey, you bastard!
Oh,
You...
Does he have blood on his shirt?
Is it, like...
there's no way to think about this.
You know what I mean.
Completely unforgivable!
Give me a break.
What?
You got it.
Yeah, well, that's why I was like, wait, they wouldn't have made it that simple, would they? But it looked weird, so that's why I was asking.
Da-da-da-da-da! Mr. Naegi! Without a doubt. Wah! Is this Yes, indeed. Was it a fairy? Huh?
I feel as if...
Most suspicious.
By throwing a glass ball at it.
Completely unforgivable! That's it! I'm sure of it!
No, I'm not confessing to you, Hifumi. I know what that means in anime stuff. I don't think he would fit. Alright, I think we're done here. Let's go to the gym, I guess. Forgot about the programmer. Who is the programmer? It's a girl, right? Let's try to find her. Yeah, it's the little sandy-haired girl, right? Oh, she's in the gym anyway, so okay. Well, that was where I was gonna head. So that works out.
What the heck? What? Um... um...
Just too stupid.
Huh? I'm sorry.
Alright, to the laundry room. I just talked to the guy in the gym. Is there another guy? Yeah, I spoke to him. Wow, this place ended up being a dead end. So let's talk to more people, I guess. Sports girl. Which one's the sports girl? Is it her? Oh, I haven't been back here before. Ooh, the knife is missing. It was taken from here. Marbled meats! Salted meats! Now is no time to be thinking about food. A midnight snack of death.
Yeah, totally. That's right. Well... Cause, I mean... Aw.
Ding dong bing bong.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Too late now. Wait, I can save.
Listen to me!
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
What? What?
Impossible. You know?
Hey,
Got it!
I'm sorry.
What the heck?
you know what I mean. Well then.
Yes, indeed. Hey. Makoto.
That seems like a bunch of BS.
Oh.
Shit.
Well now.
Yoo-hoo!
Oh, that's nice that it prompts you to save. Don't mind if I do. Let's review the truth bullets. There are a number of scratches and gouges on the bed and walls in Makoto's room. Makoto took this from the gym entryway and put it in his room. The sword was found out of its sheath on the floor in the middle of the room. The sword handle was missing, some of the gold coating as was part of the blade. Makoto took this from the gym entryway and put it into his room. The sheath was found some distance from the sword itself, and it shows evidence of being scratched with a sharp object. I'm trying to do my best Unsolved Mysteries narrator voice. On the night of the murder, Makoto and Sayaka traded rooms and room keys. When the victim was discovered, Makoto's room key was also found in Makoto's room. Sayaka had originally asked Makoto to switch with her when someone attempted to force their way into her room, and she became frightened. It's probably a reference that nobody else remembers. This had been placed in Makoto's room before he arrived. It remains unopened, and there's no evidence of it having ever been used. All of the other male students claim that they haven't used theirs either, but still. Not a single hair was found on the floor at the scene of the crime. In addition, the lint roller shows evidence of being used. Actually, I think Netflix is going to renew that series. So, take that, people born after 1940. Sayaka's right wrist had been fractured, and her wrist was glittery at the injury's location. In addition, her hands appeared to be completely clean except for the index finger on her left hand, which had some blood on it. A series of numbers had been written in blood on Makoto's bathroom wall, 11037. It is assumed that Sayaka wrote these numbers while leaned against the wall as she lay dying. I subbed to Netflix. Kinji subs to Netflix. Trinstar subs to Netflix. We got Netflix people. Makoto's bathroom door was difficult to open due to it not quite fitting properly in the door frame. The only two people who knew the trick to opening it were Makoto, the room's owner, and Sayaka, the victim. Makoto's bathroom doorknob had been broken. The screws holding it in place had all been partially or completely removed. Apparently not. The nameplates on the doors to Sayaka and Makoto's rooms were apparently switched at some point. The kitchen and the dining room hall has a set of kitchen knives. Apparently one of the knives had gone missing. The knife from the kitchen went missing while I forgot how to pronounce it already. It's in the dining room. She swears that Makoto did not come to the dining room hall at any point while she was there. There is apparently a trash room within the school. It's blocked off by a sturdy gate that can only be opened with the trash room key. The incinerator can be activated via a switch on the machine. Hifumi was on cleaning duty and he claims that the last time he saw the incinerator, it was off. However, when Makoto checked after the incident, the incinerator was in fact on. The distance from the gate to the incinerator is roughly 30 feet. A piece of burnt clothing was found next to the incinerator in the trash room. It is apparently a part of a shirt cuff and has noticeable bloodstain on it. Shards of glass were found next to the incinerator in the trash room. As it turns out, the glass ball would have fit comfortably in the palm of a person's hand. Yeah, it's got to be Leon because he was also the master pitcher, if I'm right. Wasn't he the best baseball player in the world? I thought Chihiro was the best hacker. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Wonder how you pick, how you present evidence.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Yeah, that'll work.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Friendship penetrates? Okay, but...
That was a little
what about
creepy
that
there,
other
guy.
seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Well, no. It's timed? That's not good. I don't like timed things. What?
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
Duh.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No save.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Didn't we just do this?
We know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
No!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
I thought you were supposed to only shoot the things that were wrong.
Taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow.
Oh,
This is starting to sound like a real trial.
okay. Well, I had shot before when they repeated, or before they repeated. And then it went into the tutorial, so I think it was just that.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that?
What? I shot it.
Son of a bitch.
Did I not miss or something? Oh, no, wait. He is rebooting it.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
Oh, okay. I was hitting the person.
Without a doubt,
Maybe.
that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
Gotcha, okay.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Can I shoot that?
Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
I wanted to say, no, that's wrong!
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all.
Yeah, I wanted to shoot the part where he said that Makoto killed me, or killed her.
You really believe that?
You can concentrate by holding down the space key.
So I guess there's no
question that the kitchen knife was the
murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining hall.
No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier? Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because... they're not here anymore. Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying...
Weird shaking on the left.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Before I click it, I'm trying to remember, is there anything that we know already was missing? The only thing I can think of is she mentioned that all the hairs were gone. Yeah, okay. Sure, I was thinking the same thing. So we'll go in with that idea and see what we come up with. Oh, geez. How do you know what the right order is? Alright, this should be a Shiara's area. She's the expert word unscrambler. This is going to be right up your alley, Shiara. Ah, it's timed too. Damn it. I hate anything timed. Well, we already think that we don't even notice the hair, so I'm going to look for that. Something related to that anyway. She could just say it, but no, we got to do word jumbles.
Now I understand.
I actually had to do the H. I didn't think I would
There
for
wasn't
whatever.
a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
Maybe I
All the hair
didn't
was
need to then.
gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Duh.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
I think she needs to be the detective from now on, until she murders someone. She's smarter than Makoto. There's essentially only one lie or contradiction.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally,
Ah!
the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
I missed it. I needed to hit that because she didn't lock it.
Stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Yeah, they didn't know that it took place in his room, so they would assume that she would be able to lock it. Yeah, because like Shiara says, the nameplates were swapped.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room...
No spoilers!
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Yeah, but now we know to expect a twist.
I don't know if it came open by force
Ruined.
or simply by accident, but the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
How about my apology?
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Well, she said she wouldn't open the door for anyone. But none of these really match up to that. What do you guys think? Maybe switching rooms, but... You think struggle? Yeah, I don't know which one. I mean, I know the answer because she promised she wasn't going to let anyone in, even him. But none of those really match up to that. Yeah. Okay. Struggle makes as much sense to me. The only thing I could think of that might be close would be switching rooms. But let's do struggle.
Shoot!
No. Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she is. Okay, so I think switching rooms may be the... Because that's what she asked to do.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place. Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Ooh, she invited the person. So maybe she was the one who swapped the
I
nameplates?
found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
She's the detective.
And these are the words that appeared.
I think we know who the best girl really is.
Oh man, I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be...
Yeah, I think you're exactly right, Shiara.
Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain
She was
someone.
the ultimate idol.
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them.
Or wait, Kyoko. Which one is Kyoko?
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man...
Oh, was she the one that had a mystery?
Of course, I'm only in
I think you may be right.
so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note?
I don't remember what their
And
best
honestly,
thing is.
Even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and read what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Didn't mean to hit that. I was trying to skip to the next bit of text. Yeah, I thought I shot the right ones. Maybe it like didn't connect or something. That was weird.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms.
Because I know that's got to be the right one.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
I see.
And I thought I hit it too.
Someone
So
read
that's
that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
because the
The room that Makoto was staying in.
there, got it that time.
That's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
Switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
I'm thinking of Sayaka. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm with Mel. Kyoko, best girl. She's got the smarts. She's like Judge Judy. Yeah.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note. She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, We first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
That's not called figuring it out. That's called not figuring it out yet.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
That's what I was wondering. I guess it's like a picture or something. Or a photograph in the file.
So the truth draws ever...
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. You'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. Okay, wow, so I have to pay attention to which truth bullet I have out at the time. I'll have to look and see where they show that on the screen. Oh, you press Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. I think I'd feel better about this if it wasn't timed. It makes me antsy. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Yeah, but the words are only on the screen for a set amount of time.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
So she attacked the person first, so I'm thinking that's the one.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Shoot!
Oh, maybe it's the next one down.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword. Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
It'd be the broken wrist or her palms. I'm thinking the broken wrist, right? What was there? What was the? Was there a clue related to her palms that I don't remember? Oh, okay. You're right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. She just had it on the fingertip.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What? Sure. Why? Yeah. Why not?
No, that's not it at all. I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Aw, come on. We've been here for like 3 days. And you're sweating like every time you talk.
Oh my.
He's like, man, you stink.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, Then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka? Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms...
She wanted to pin it all on Makoto.
...was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that wouldn't... But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The reason why I still think it's Leon is because whenever they had to destroy the evidence, they used the glass ball that fits in the palm of your hand to hit the button, and he was the baseball star, so he would have been able to hit that dead on with one shot. So, even aside from the number thing.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong.
Aha!
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Have you seen this?
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on
Oh,
the
sorry,
wall,
Shar.
remember? 11037. Written in
Now you have a reason to
blood.
play.
There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still... what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but...
Yeah, I assumed that it'll get harder in time, being that this is just the very first one.
Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
I'm glad that they have a lot more voice acting in the trial sequence. That really, I think it makes a big difference.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go...
Yeah, there's a stretch behind your back.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get...
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right! There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
These two are kind of overlapping. I don't know which one exactly would be the right one. I'm guessing where, but... Because where is disposed of in the incinerator room? How is it disposed of in the incinerator?
Shoot!
Yeah, see...
I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to...
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order
That's
to
the wrong
destroy
one.
the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me? No!
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to...
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
I got it!
Divine with it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi? Hifumi had the key, So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
The ultimate baseball star!
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me!
You should have heard earlier, I was trying to do the Unsolved Mysteries guy voice.
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Do you want to hear more? Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. All right. Oh, it's backwards like a manga. That threw me for a second. I was like, what's all this? Oh, yeah. Smarty pants, you are. These are kind of hard to place. Is that dropping? Yeah, that's what I was trying to wonder, or trying to figure out, and if she was dropping it there, or if she was like kind of hiding it behind herself. But I think you're right. It looks like dropping. She doesn't have it here. Here, okay, that's dropping. No. Swap. Yeah, because she's dropping it here. All right, let's look. So he walks in. He gets in. She's doing this. He doesn't have the sword yet, right? We need to have where she. It's where she needs. Need they show him blocking it with the sheet? And then she attacks again. He's got the sheath. I think we have more circles than we have spots. So I'm not sure about this one here. He's got the sword out. Swings and attacks. Hits her in the wrist. She drops the knife. The sword behind him is second. Let's take a look at what second is. The sword behind. Where would you put this one? So you're saying like that? That doesn't make sense. Well, you have to be more clear about what you're saying, Shiara. The purple one with the sword behind his back is second. Saying this one goes here. And then I assume you want... this one though. So you wouldn't... or he blocks it with the sheath at all? Third is wrong now, okay. Okay, well we're saying the right thing, we're just... yeah, I think Twitch lag is making it more confusing than it needs to be. So... at 11:22, is this what you, agree? All right, so I'm gonna continue off. So she attacks him. He has the sword. It's still in the sheath here. She attacks. He blocks it with the sheath. Then he's got it out of the sheath, and that's still got the sheath on it. And he hits her in the wrist. She drops the knife, and then goes into the bathroom. He uses the screwdriver to get in. He walks in. She's already there. She's writing his name on the wall. And he approaches. And he's finished killing her. And then he sees the lint roller, grabs it, starts cleaning up. Then goes to the incinerator room, finds the ball, throws it to turn on the incinerator. Then throws the clothes in there. And then the one thing drops out. Alright. So let's look back at the beginning here. So we're pretty good about that one. One, 2, 3, 4. The only one that we can swap it with is with this one. That would make sense because she had the sheath on here, and now the sheath is out, and that would be when she escapes. I'm good with that. It's the prompt to reenact. Once you've used all the little buttons, then then you can choose to reenact the scene. All right, we're gonna try it.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Yeah, we never used any hints.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I'd put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean,
He objects.
all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the... Oh, God. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the mouse button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've unlocked. Jeez. Hopefully this isn't as complicated as it sounds. Crap, this is gonna screw me.
When the killer removed the screws from the door. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
A good point. You misunderestimate how bad I am.
You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof?
Oh, I think I was shooting the wrong. I was focused so much on the timing.
Is this really the end for all of us? I refuse to give up yet.
Yeah, I wasn't locking on to anything.
When the killer removed the screws from the... Instead...
Stupid! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up.
Man, I can't do the timing. I was locking on. I can't.
I refuse to give up yet.
Just give me a chance to learn it. Stop being mean.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use instead, they
I refuse to acknowledge.
Maybe I need 5 chances to learn it.
Stupid. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Shut up. Shut up. Stupid. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Where's your proof?
This should prove it. The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
An A for me. No thanks to Shiara.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I didn't do anything in that scene, by the way. Yeah.
Yahoo!
Huh? Hey, hold on.
But...
You son of a bitch!
I didn't have a choice. So, that's why... None of you are any different! I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
Why? No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
Ba-bum, ba-bum. Phew!
That's enough. Calm down.
Ba-bum, ba-bum. Yes, indeed.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second! Yeah, that's it.
Is that okay? Do you understand?
So...
Oh.
Huh? Unbelievable. Hey,
Thrills! Chills! I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now.
Stop!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
No spoilers.
Extreme! Well?
Damn you!
What the heck? Say what? Well... Hey,
Shit.
What does this mean?
Hey,
thrills, chills, kills!
hey. Just a second. Makoto. Listen. It's true. However, so certainly. Anyway, right. Correct. Hey. What?
He got her. End of chapter 1. Alright, I'm going to save here. And I'm going to think we're going to call it. That's a good place to stop. We solved the first murder. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool. It definitely, the trials are the highlight of the game. I can see that. That's going to be the case. And it did seem like a lot of fun. Some of the mini games look like they could be a little harder, especially if they increase in difficulty as it goes on. But not bad. Anyway, we'll see you all next week. Next week, for probably the next 2 weeks, we'll probably do Valentine's themed games as our custom for February. So look forward to that. Anyway, have a good night.